You know, I am absolutely fucking sick of the constant articles, the constant periodicals, the constant moaning and the constant discussion about how gaming has finally released more games with female protagonists. You know what? I'm quite frankly sick of hearing about them now. You know, I don't care if a developer chooses to make their main character a man, make their main character a woman, a dog, a cat, a piece of bread, you know, whatever, as long as it's a good game. But these people, these journalists, these commentators, these critiques, critics, whatever, you know, I tried to be French then, but it doesn't matter. They seem to think that gaming was only invented 15 years ago, as if the whole notion of a female character's only been invented in the year 2000, which just shows how little they know about games and how basically all those aggros, those so-called video game journalists on Polygon, Kotaku, IGN, etc., not IGN less so, they aren't gamers, they know fuck all about the industry they're supposed to be writing about, and I also include the old medias, BBC, The Guardian, The Daily Mail, The Telegraph, The Daily Mirror, CNN, NBC, Fox News, etc., etc. You know, they've all have misconceptions about games that are 15 years out of date. And I'm going to give you examples of how games have always had kick-ass female protagonists, because I saw a screenshot of some kind of article from some website about how Gamergate has lost, because now apparently developers have now started putting in more female characters. It's like, no, Gamergate wasn't about women, it was about ethics in games journalism, by stopping crappy journalistic articles like that. So they point towards the most pathetic example, you know, as if like, you know, this person right here from this video game exemplifies the growing diversity of games. And of course they put one of the oldest female protagonists in video games of all time, Lara Croft, or shall we say Lara Croft 2.0, you know, the revised one from Tomb Raider 2013. And they're saying, new female protagonists, more of them. Yeah, but she's been here for 20 years, 21 years. And I can go even further than that, and I can go even beyond that. But first, let's go back to 1986. Metroid, Samus is a woman. Mario 2, you can play as Peach. And what else? Yes, in Crash Bandicoot 3, you can play as Coco. And what else? Yeah, Final Fantasy 6, you can play as Terra, who is the main character, and that's a woman. Blonde-haired or green-haired. I think she's green-haired, isn't she? I can't remember. Green-haired woman. And No One Lives Forever in the late 90s, 2000. Perfect Dark Zero and Perfect Dark. Resident Evil, which you play as Jill Valentine. And I think Resident Evil 2 may also have a woman in it, I think, as well. I'm not sure. And then Resident Evil 3, you play entirely as Jill Valentine. And the list goes on and on. But this is the thing that throughout this whole decade, or at least last 15 years, video games have been all but white men and whatever, when it's never been the case whatsoever. And it pisses me off, because they're using this to shame the developers, to bully them into making games that don't necessarily need to be made, just because they're not happy that a game has a white man in it, or just a man in general. You know, you can't even make a game without an anthropomorphic animal, and if that animal is male, they'll probably be annoyed about that too. What do they want? I mean, these people won't be satisfied, because if you make a game with a woman in it, and if she's not somehow covered head to toe in cloth, you know, like she comes from Saudi Arabia, that's sexist. But if she looks too much like a man, that's also sexist. So what the hell are they going to do? You can't please these people. These people have somehow been given the platform to tell us and the developers how to buy and make our own games. And these people don't make games. When they do, they make Sunset, which is basically a cleaning simulator. Bear in mind, it's a black protagonist cleaning, so you can argue that that in itself is racist, implying that all the female black female protagonists or women are cleaners. Bear in mind, she's moved to a other country, like a Latin American dictatorship, and she's working for the dictator. But I'm sick of it. Games have never ever ever had a problem with diversity. Yes, most of the protagonists are white. I mean, they're both white male and white female, in fact. I mean, nobody else complained about that in the 90s and the 80s and and to a lesser extent in the 2000s. Only now it's become an issue. Never been an issue for games. It's been an issue for film, and it's been an issue for novels, but I would never say for games. I'm sick of it. Rant over. This has been Chamberman93. Like, share the video, drop a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.